Nishana, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, dear. Thank you. Were you able to practice the homework questions in the last class?
I didn't get a message for those. The Olympiad contest practice questions.
You didn't get the answers?
No, I didn't get the questions.
Okay. Could you please send them? Could you please send the link?
To the CIMC questions.
No. For which question you didn't get the answer? It is for the Olympiad, right?
Yeah, but I didn't get. You didn't send me the questions for the Olympiad.
Oh, you're saying me that I didn't send you the homework.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I totally forgot. Okay, that's fine. I'll send it to you today. What shall we discuss in
Yeah.
today's session?
I have one CIMC contest
Okay.
that I did. I think I already sent it to you.
One minute. Oh, that 2020 question paper.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. You also sent me the answers pages, right?
Yeah, my
You
answers.
also sent me your answers. Okay. You started solving it by 9:30. Okay. You have finished the paper in 2 hours. Okay, that's fine. Okay. For the question, okay. You want me to discuss the questions which you didn't attempt? You want me to discuss such question or you want me to discuss the whole paper?
I want to discuss the questions I skipped.
Okay. Seems like from the part A you didn't attempt the question number 6. One
Yeah.
minute.
Hello?
Yes, just a second. You haven't attempted this question, right? The question number 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's try this. There are 90 players in a league. Each of the 90 players plays exactly one match against each of the other 89 players. Each match ends with a win for one player and loss for another player, or with a tie for both players.
Yeah.
Each player earns 1 point for a win, 0 points for a loss, and 0.5 points for a tie. Okay. After all matches have been played, the points earned by each player are added up. What is the greatest possible number of the players whose total score can be at least 54 points? What is the greatest possible number of players whose total score can be at least 54 points? Okay, let's interrupt this first. So they are saying that there are totally 90 players. So total number of players are 90.
Yeah.
And also they are playing against all of other 89 players exactly once, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how will you find the total number of games played in this case? You do have a formula which is
89.
to n minus 1 divided by 2.
Yeah. That's it. It would because each player is gonna play 89 games.
89 player.
And
What
then
only one is left, isn't it? So
yeah.
it's gonna be 90 times 90 minus 1 upon 2. So which will give you 45 times 89. Can you tell me the answer for this?
Okay, let me just get a calculator. It's 4005.
Okay, it's 4005. Okay. So 4005 means 4005 games, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which means this is the total points awarded in the league, right?
How?
Because you do have 4005 games.
Yeah.
So
So
assume
then if
they
you add
awarded 1 point for each winners.
yeah.
So that will be the maximum amount, isn't it? 4005 is going to be the maximum amount.
Of the sum of all the points.
For all of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, which means so it cannot go beyond 4005. 4005 is going to be the maximum value. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Okay. What if the game is tied?
If the game is a tie,
Yeah.
then the maximum points would be half of
Half.
4,005.
Okay. 0.5, 0.5. Okay. They will award this 0.5, 0.5 for both the teams, which means together it is 1 point only. Okay. Okay. There is no twist in that also. That's fine. Okay. And they gave us a condition that the total score can be at least 54 points. The 54 point is the maximum score, isn't it? That is the condition given in the question. What is the greatest possible number of players whose total score can be at least 54 points, which means the least is 54, most is 4005, isn't it?
Mhm.
It ranges from 54 to 4005, isn't it?
Well, actually, the players they can't have one player cannot have 4,005 points. The
Exactly.
sum of
Yes.
all the points is
Yes.
going to be 4,000.
Yes. Here the question is they're asking us to find what is the greatest possible number of players. We are going to predict the number of players here, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're not sure about the number of players. Let's assume the number of players as X. Let's solve it using the algebra method. Okay. They're saying that
Yeah.
the least score is 54, which means it is going to be 54 times X. He cannot score more than 4005.
Yeah.
Even if all the number of players means the greatest number of players are going to be X. If you multiply that with X, definitely that answer is going to be lesser than or equal to 4005. That will not exceed 4005. Can you follow?
Yeah. So that
Okay.
must
So
mean
for
X
finding
must be
X,
great.
I'm going to divide both the side by 54. For finding X, I'm going to divide both the side by 54. So then I'll be obtaining the number of players, which is X. Can you divide this and tell me?
It's 74.166666.
What? 74 point?
74.166666.
74.1. Okay, let's round it off. Let's round it off to 74 itself. Okay.
Yeah.
So approximately the value of X is going to be 74, isn't it? Which means the number of players are going to be approximately 74.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. Okay, let's assume these 74 players have at least 54 points. Okay. What you will do? You will multiply this 74 and 54, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what is the product of this 74 and 54?
3,996.
3,996. Yes. Okay. So 3,996. Okay. So it is lesser than 4,005. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it is correct. The question is greatest possible number of players. Okay. Just give me a second. How many points are missing from the maximum amount? If you subtract this 3,996 from 4,005, yeah, it's 9. So 9 points are missing. Okay. In a question, they said that 90 players are playing the league. 90 players are playing the league. 90 is the total. Here you found the maximum number of players is 74. So if you find the difference between this, you are getting the answer as 16. Okay.
Mhm.
So this is the difference in point. This is the difference in points. This is the difference in the number of players. Difference in the number of players is 16. Number of players. Okay. 9 and 16. What does it mean? It means you have to distribute these 9 points among these 16 players, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So which means we are not done yet.
You can say that 8 of them won and
Okay.
then 8 of them lost.
Okay.
So then there would be 8 points.
Okay.
And then never mind. 7 of them won and then 7 of them lost. So then that's 7 points.
No, the total is
And
16, right? 7 of them won, 7 of them lost means you are getting only 15, not 16.
yeah, but then for the tie, the other 2 people, it would be a tie.
Will be a tie, which means you will have so many possibilities. So many possibilities, which means what is 16 factorial? It's going to be 16 times 15 times 14, 13, 12, 11. You have to multiply all of them, which is almost
Yeah.
not possible. You can't do that many times. Please give me a second. Let me figure it out. I didn't see the paper also. Actually, I have texted you in the WhatsApp this afternoon only. I totally forgot to do this one. Right? So you have to distribute this 9 points to the 16 players. So 16 players are there. So 16 players. Okay, now let's again we'll go back to the initial condition. Okay, in the initial condition, what they told us, 19 players will play with each other, right? They will play with
Yeah.
each other, which means 90 player will be playing with 89 player, isn't it? Similarly, if you
Yeah.
apply the same logic over here, that n into n minus 1 divided by 2 formula for the 16 player, you will have 16 times 16 minus 1 divided by 2. This is for predicting the number of games played between 16 player, which means 120 games being played by 16 players.
Yeah.
Understood?
Yes.
Okay. So which means you have to distribute those 9 points to this players, right? Which is
Yeah.
not possible. So we'll again go back to our previous condition. Give me a second. Please note it down this. Have you noted down what I have written before?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, again we have to redo this problem, Shana. This is a bit headache only. 1 minute. So again you try to reduce the number of players, okay? Earlier you got the answer as 74 players.
Yeah.
You got the answer as 74 players and you subtracted this player from 90. Okay. So again, let's change the 74 players into some other number. Maybe you try to see what if you have 70. you are allowed to write the answer. You will be writing your steps in the paper. They will not see only the final answer in your exam. So don't worry,
Yeah.
you can show these steps that you have got 74 as the answer approximately. Since the 74 is not working, you are assuming some number which is closer to 74. Let's try
Yeah.
72. Let's try maybe 70 also you can try. So, okay, first we'll try 72. If 72 is not working, you can go back to 70. So if you try, you can write it like this. Suppose if we have 72 players, 72 players, they also said they are scoring 54 points. That is the minimum score, isn't it? So you have to multiply the 72 by 54. Can you tell me what is 72 into 54? You use calculator and tell. It's okay.
Yeah, it's 3,888.
Okay. It's 3,888. Okay, which is lesser than 4,005. That's fine. Okay, now let's subtract this 3,888 from this. Can you subtract and tell me what you're getting?
117.
You're getting? What you're getting?
117.
117. Okay. 117. Okay, 117. Now 117 points must be distributed between 90 minus 72, isn't it? The remaining
Yeah.
players are 18, which means 117 points must be shared between 18 players.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many games they will play? 18 players also will play with each other, which means it's going to be 18 times 18 minus 1 by 2. 18 player will be played with 17 other player. 9 17 are
153.
Yes. So they will play. These 18 players will play 153 games. So for 153 games, you will issue 117 points. Still we are not closer. We are not closer. Again, we'll go to the next value. We are somewhere closer only. We'll try 70. Suppose if we have 71 player, it's going to be 71 into 54. I'll use calculator and tell you the answer. 71 into 54 will give you 3,850, 34. 34 points. So let's subtract this from 4,005. Okay. If you subtract this from 4,005, you will get the answer as 171 points. So you need to share this 171 points between 19 players. How many games they'll play? It's 19 times 18 upon 2, which means 19 into 9. That would give you, yeah, you got the same answer. So that would give you 171 games. So now you can share this 171 points for the 171 games. You are getting the exact answer now.
Yeah.
So what does it mean? It means 71 players could have at least 54 points. That is the greatest possible number of players. 71 is the greatest number of greatest possible number of players. Do you understand this question, dear?
Yeah.
Please note it down.
Okay.
Just give me a second. Shana, shall I give you a similar question? Can you try to solve it like similar to the question number 6?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, here is the question. There are 64 players in a head-to-head tournament. 12 of these players are friends with each other. What are the, okay, it's supposed to be odds. What are the odds none of these friends will play against each other in the first round of games? Any idea? Any idea about the approach?
Um, so each player in the first game will be, if they're not playing against their friend, they will be playing against 50 out of 52 other players. So there are each of the players will play against, they have a chance to play against 52 different players.
Okay. Shall I give you a clue? I'll give you a clue. You can
Okay.
solve it is using the combination method. Permutations and combination. Do you remember that?
Kind of.
Kind of. Okay. Um. Okay, you give a try. No problem. First, you take 5 minutes. You try to get the solution. If you're not getting it, I'll help you out. No problem. You
Okay.
think.
I still don't know.
Okay. Do you remember NCR formula?
No.
Okay. Okay, I'll write down the formula. You see whether you are able to recollect it or not. So this is a formula. So you use the formula to find the number of different combinations of distinct objects.
The number of what?
I'll write to find number of different combinations. C for combinations, okay?
Okay.
Combinations of n distinct objects. N is the different type of objects, okay? Different objects. And here R is nothing but it's time
Okay.
taken R at a time. So this is known as combination formula.
Oh.
I'll give you a small example for the combination. You try to apply that for this.
The meeting is going to end in 1 minute.
Oh, okay. Please take a screenshot of the question or note it down. Please again.
Okay.